Let's talk about Instagram. Hey, what's up? I'm Marc Scott. Thanks as always for checking out another one of these voiceover tips. Hey, please do me a favor. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You're never going to miss one of these tips. You'll always stay up to date with everything that is going on. And every week, I'm doing my best to provide you with actionable, practical advice that you can use to help you grow your voiceover business. It's all about the business and marketing side of voiceover here. So make sure that you subscribe and also leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you think about this video. So I want to talk to you today about Instagram, and that's because there's been some big changes that have come to the Instagram platform. And so I thought it was worth doing a quick video just to kind of outline some of those changes that are happening. Instagram is a big part of my marketing strategy for my voiceover business. Chances are it's a part of yours as well. It's definitely one of the most popular social media platforms, but one of the big changes that has happened to the platform is worth outlining to make sure that you can continue to get, let's say, the best bang for your buck out of the platform, that you continue to work the algorithms as best as you can, that you continue to get the growth that you would like to see, and of course, that you're getting eyes on your content, right? At the end of the day, that's why we do it. We're all on Instagram or any of these social media platforms for that matter to make sure that we are getting eyes on our content. So what's the big change that took place in Instagram? It's actually with hashtags and how the platform is going to use hashtags going forward and how they factor into the algorithm. Up until recently, Instagram has allowed and even encouraged up to 30 hashtags per post. So we're talking about a post that's going in your feed. We're not talking about Instagram stories or reels or IGTV. We're talking about stuff that's going into your Instagram feed that you're posting to your grid. You've always had the ability to add up to 30 hashtags, and Instagram has never penalized anybody for using up to 30 hashtags. So the challenge has always been to come up with the most relevant hashtags that we can possibly think of in order to drive as much traffic to our website, or rather to our Instagram feed as possible, and of course to be discovered, right? Because we want to try to use the tags that our buyers are using, or at least that should be your strategy when you're working on Instagram or any other social media platform, creating content that your buyers are going to see. So let's say that you are putting a post up on Instagram and your desire is to get it viewed by people who could potentially hire you for voiceover. Say you're working in the e-learning space, or that's what you're hoping to do, is work in the e-learning space. So maybe you were going to post with hashtag e-learning, hashtag instructional designer, hashtag e-learning development, and you're just going to go through and you're going to find all of the hashtags that people in the e-learning space are using. And you're going to put together 30 of these and include them in your post. That's the way that it's always worked. But here's where the change has come. Interestingly enough, Instagram is now adapting a strategy that is very similar to LinkedIn. LinkedIn allows you to use multiple hashtags, but they actually encourage you to only use 3 to 5. Pick the 3 to 5 most relevant tags. Now, I can't say for certain whether using extra tags hurts you, but the point is that it doesn't help you. So for optimization on LinkedIn, 3 to 5 hashtags, that is exactly the same strategy that Instagram is now employing. They're saying that to get the maximum value, the maximum benefit, 3 to 5 relevant hashtags is where it's at, which means that we're going to have to be a little bit more strategic in our posting in trying to pick the right hashtags and narrow things down, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Trying to pick hashtags can be a challenge, and when you're targeting for voiceover, for example, hashtag voiceover, hashtag voiceovers, hashtag voice actor, voice acting, voice talent, voice artist, and on and on and on. And you could easily come up with 30 different hashtags all around just voiceover and trying to target voice actors. But if you actually do searches on these hashtags, you'll find that some of them, hashtag voiceover, for example, it could have potentially millions of posts under that hashtag. But something less common, like say voiceover artist, it might only have hundreds. So are you really reaching anybody by using hashtag voiceover artist? Or are those people that are looking at hashtag voiceover artist also looking at hashtag voiceover, in which case You eliminate one hashtag, but you still get in front of the same people. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, it's going to require us to be a little bit more strategic, but I also think it's going to make our life easier than, trying to sit down and come up with 30 hashtags and putting them all in there. So there's a couple of things that you want to take into consideration to get the maximum benefit from this algorithm. So first and foremost, like we said, Instagram is saying 3 to 5 hashtags is where it's at. So make sure that you are picking the 3 to 5 most relevant and most strategic hashtags. Instagram has said that you could put in 10, you could put in 20, you could put in 30, but it's not going to help you. It's not going to get you any additional reach. It's not going to get you any additional love from the algorithm. So again, it's all about being strategic. The other thing that you want to take into consideration is making sure that you are using the most relevant hashtags possible. So one of the things that people have done in the past as an attempt to try to drive traffic is they'll share a post in their feed and they'll try to attach it to a trending tag or maybe a couple of trending tags, even though those trending tags may not specifically have relevance. But the assumption was by attaching those trending tags to your post, it might get new eyes on your content. Strategies like that are not going to be in play anymore because Instagram, the algorithm, is checking based on the image, based on the video, based on the description that you type. So based on the content, is this relevant to the hashtags that are being used? You got to be more strategic. What I want to encourage you with, though, don't do what voice actors have traditionally done. If you're going to post your demos on Instagram, for example, posting your demos and then using hashtag voiceover, hashtag voice acting, hashtag voice artist, hashtag voice actor, hashtag voice talent, etc., 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 who do you think is probably most likely monitoring that tag? More often than not, it's other voice actors. I'm not saying that there's not buyers, but I'm just saying more often than not, it's going to be other voice actors. So if you're posting your demos, and again, going back to the example of e-learning, maybe you use hashtag voiceover, but then you also use hashtag e-learning development, hashtag e-learning, hashtag instructional design. Those are relevant hashtags because you're sharing an e-learning demo and you're proposing an offer for e-learning voiceover services, right? So the hashtags are relevant to the content, but the people that are viewing the e-learning hashtags, much more likely to be people in the e-learning space, which are ultimately the people that you are trying to reach. So at the end of the day, even though this algorithm change, it may seem like it's taking something away, what it's really causing you to do is to be more strategic, to be more intentional about the choices that you're making and the hashtags that you are using. So if you want to get maximum reach and you want to achieve maximum potential for your posts on Instagram, remember, keep it to 3 to 5 tags. Make sure that those tags are absolutely relevant to the content that you are sharing. So again, based on the image, the video, the description, all of that stuff, make sure it's relevant and make sure that it is getting the picture, the image, the video, the reel, whatever, in front of the people who are most likely to benefit from it. Sometimes you're going to post content and it's going to be relevant to voice actors, but sometimes you're going to post content that's going to be relevant to buyers. Use the tags the buyers are using. So when you see me post something about baseball, I'm doing, hashtag baseball, hashtag Red Sox. You look at my Instagram feed and I'm posting something about barbecue, it's hashtag barbecue, hashtag pit boss, hashtag pit master, whatever. That's the audience that I'm looking to get that image in front of. When I'm posting my demos, if I'm targeting video production, it's hashtag video production, hashtag video marketing, things of that nature, right? So I'm trying to get it in front of those buyers. And if I'm posting something that is going to be relevant to voice actors, hashtag voiceover, hashtag voice acting, hashtag voiceover coach, whatever the case may be. So make sure that you are using the right hashtags in order to get the most bang for your buck with your content. That's how you are going to start using Instagram more strategically under the new changes that are coming.